0 to 200 kilometers an hour. I hate this thing so much. Why do I hate this bike so much? I'm taking you back to where you belong. Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. Titanium gloves, nice. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, the BMW M1000RR, like a pirate once again. And we're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back to where it belongs. And also in today's video, a lot of reasons why I absolutely hate this motorcycle. But first, a cold start, because everybody loves a cold start on M1000RR. Oh, god dang it, I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Anyway. God dang it. Anyway, let's go. Just like that, we are back. We are back. This is way too fast for riding over here on the BMW M1000RR. And what a machine this thing is. Of course, you're probably thinking like, Smokey, but why do you hate it so much when you also love it so much? Well, I've got my own reasons, and we're taking it to a special place today. This is also one of the reasons I lost my license already just by doing that. And also, when riding this bike very slow in town, it's like the engine is just like, come on, man, give it some more gas. You're very slow. Yeah, I feel like that. That's not really a good comparison with a handicapped person like that. But I mean, like when you're driving it slow as this, you get pain in your wrists. Your back is like, oh, it just doesn't feel good. You want to like get behind the shield and fully floor it. The bike's like, just go faster. So it makes no, and the speed bumps are a little bit hard. It makes no sense riding this bike in town. But then again, just sitting on this motorcycle, giving it some gas in my one-piece custom leather race suit with my titanium gloves. Dude, if you get in a fist fight with these gloves, they're like titanium plugs. You can really knock somebody's teeth out pretty fast. I'm not a fighter unless I have to. I have a license to kill.
You have a license to kill, not to break the traffic laws.
But I mean, just getting on this bike, one-piece custom leather race suit, when you ride by a mirror and you see yourself in the mirror, my testosterone levels just go up. I get like this boost of adrenaline. And that's number 2 why I absolutely hate this motorcycle. Every single time I step on it, I get this boost of adrenaline that just makes me want to go faster. Faster, faster. Pop wheelies, take highway corners and this and that. It's just, god dang it. Yeah, to my editor, I know you have to cut out, you have to blur the speed. I should just put like a band-aid or a sticker on top of there. It's every single time, and that is like number 3 or number 4 already why I hate this bike so much. It is so ridiculously fast. I mean, don't get me wrong on this. The Super Duke 1319, for example, that's also a very fast and very brutal motorcycle. But it's more of a torque bike. You have some torque underneath. You can ride it slow, you can ride it fast, you can take it to the track, you can do everything with it. But this, and you can also see where I live, the places I live is just, it's like, look at this. We got some holes in the road out of nowhere. We do pay road tax, but the roads here are absolutely crap, and they're always short. They're always short. There's too many cars. I can just, this is the fun. I'm doing like 70. I can quick shift. The quick shifter, you don't even feel it shifting. That's how light. I can go back into first gear at 60 kilometers an hour. And this bike is just like, yeah, I'm just running 6,000 RPMs. You can do like, oh, you can just ride at 8,000 RPMs doing 90 in first gear. Go to second, very smooth. It doesn't even mind. It's like, why do you need, you can just do like in 1 gear, in first gear, you can ride all day in first gear where I live. You don't need second to sixth. You absolutely don't need it. And just flooring into the first gear, I'm not really sure if a lot of people know this. Probably if you know something about race bike, you do. But these things can do about 180 to 190 kilometers an hour in first gear. If you fully open it up, first gear, let it fully rev to 14,000 RPMs, you're getting close to 200 kilometers an hour in just first gear. I'm not lying. It is really that crazy. Now also, where I live, our highways are very crap. So most of these, when you get onto the highway, there can be some potholes out of nowhere. You can like go all the way sideways here, put a knee on the ground, and suddenly there can be potholes here. It's no joke. It can be very dangerous in Belgium. Not only in Belgium, a lot of other countries as well, but God dang it! God dang it! Ah! Ah, that's why. That's also a reason why I hate this bike. Going into the high RPMs, my blood starts boiling, my balls start growing, my testosterone levels go up. Just going into these higher gears. This brings me back to when I was riding a two-stroke back in the day. A fully pimped out two-stroke. High revs, more torque, just more fun. And then also getting behind the screen like this, fully out of the wind, and just yeah. Another reason why I absolutely hate this bike. The sound, the high revs, yeah, it's gonna take my license away very, very fast. And then I'm gonna cry, because I do need my license though. So to my editor who is editing this video, my buddy Koen, you gotta blur most of the speeds out, buddy. It's like bad. It's like very bad. So another reason why I hate this motorcycle. When it gets fast, it gets fun. When you go into the high RPMs, it gets even more fun. It gets addictive. It gets very addictive. Now, when I was 25, I think, 24, 25, that's about 15 years ago, I had a GSX-R. If I'm correct, I think it was a K9 GSX-R 600. That was my first motorcycle, GSX-R 600. I'll show you a picture right now. Awesome machine, two-pedal leather race suit, because I got claustrophobic in a one-piece leather race suit, so I had to get a two-piece. And I still kind of claustrophobic in a one-piece leather race suit. I'm like, if I have to take shit really bad, I'm like, I might even shit my pants. I don't know. So yeah, GSX-R 600 was my first race bike. My mom told me not to get one. I did get one. She got mad, of course, with obvious reasons. 24, 25 years old, buying race bikes. No mother wants that. No mother wants to have a son that says like, Mom, I just bought a race bike. And it's gonna get fast. It's gonna get gnarly. Mom's gonna be like, I don't really like that. Now I do understand when I have a kid myself. But when I was 25 years old, I thought I was invincible. I had my leather race suit on, I had a race bike. I just couldn't die. I felt like a very strong dummy. Yeah, like really an idiot dummy at some point. But like I was saying, like I bought the bike, and I told my mom, Mom, don't you worry, I'm gonna be safe, and you do not have to worry one bit. Now I did have been popping some wheelies with other bikes, so I wasn't new to popping wheelies. It didn't take me, only took me like a couple days before I started wheeling the GSX-R 600, and like 1 month or 2 months later, I came down the road and I was at a crossroads, and there was a brand spanking new Opel Astra, an Opel Astra coming from the left side. And I was like, oh yeah, I can make it in front of that one. And it was close to my house. So I jumped in front of the car, I popped a nice wheelie, as I used to do, like a very nice wheelie. I was getting close, first gear, second gear, third gear. I was getting close to the car in front of me, and what I did was, you know, I moved my butt a little bit, and if you're popping wheelies, you know that you can like pass cars doing a wheelie. So I passed the first car, the second car, while doing a wheelie. Now, the cops didn't really see that. That wasn't the problem. But I got home a little bit later, like 2 kilometers down the road was my house. So I got at my house, I put the bike in the garage, I walked out. My mom comes home. Yeah, we had an Opel Astra. Can you already tell what happened? Yeah, that was my mom that I turned right in front of the road on. So you can have like a mad parents, you can have your parents being mad at you, like your mom, or you can have like a disappointed mom. There is a big difference, because a mad mom can be solved, but a disappointed mom, oh, that is gonna sting. And she wasn't just mad and disappointed, but this was like next level. Like, oh shit, this is bad. This is like really bad. So I told her about a month ago I was gonna take it easy, and she just saw me pop a wheelie past 2 cars while doing a wheelie. Not a very good idea. A very bad idea. So yeah, we had a little bit of a talk right there, because that was not my best. Anyway, a couple weeks later, I kind of got bored of the 600 because I couldn't pull the wheelies at 120 kilometers an hour. I know that sounds difficult, that sounds so weird to some, but some people will probably understand. So I was like, I need 1,000. And yeah, I bought a Suzuki GSXR 1000. That was a K9, I think. Yeah. And that machine was an absolute blast. I took it to MOTOVLOG, my friends in Wilde City in Belgium. And Mario put a very small exhaust, normal GSXR 1000. Has 2 exhausts. And this one had just one. I put one on it. A Two Brothers exhaust. 30 centimeters long, a big hole. I kid you not. That thing was shooting out flames. Like you could barbecue a full chicken on that. A lot of noise, a lot of sounds. And yeah, really floored that thing a lot. High test, 200 kilometers an hour wheelies like it was nothing. And that's why I fell in love with race bikes. Like, But at one point, I had a couple of nearly dead experiences. Yeah, we all have nearly dead experiences. But it turns out if you're coming home from a late shift at the shitty factory of Heinz Ketchup, yeah, where I actually worked, and you're coming home and you're doing about 300 kilometers an hour on a long stretch road towards your house, and you're like, well, nothing can really happen here because there's like corn on the left and corn on the right. Well, it turns out, I should have used launch control here. Yeah, that's losing my license right there in for about a year and a half, maybe even 2 years, a €5,000 fine. Anyway, so yeah, I was coming home doing casual 280, 300 kilometers an hour on this long stretch road with corn on the left and corn on the right. And you would think like, it can't really happen a lot of things. And when you're 25, you don't really have the brains to brain a lot. So yeah, it turns out that there's like pheasants and birds and cats inside of that corn. And when they hear you coming and they see the light coming, they get spooked and they get scared and they cross the road. So it occurred a couple of times that I'd almost hit a bird, a pheasant, or a pigeon at very high speeds. And one time I catch this pigeon at my chest at about 70 kilometers an hour, knocked the wind out of me, and I thought I was going to die. So that's also one of the reasons I'm like, if you're gonna hit a bird or a pheasant or a cat at 300 kilometers an hour, you're probably gonna end up in the corn. If you're lucky, you stay on the road, but chances are pretty big you are gonna end up in the corn. So yeah, I had a couple of these experiences in the years. I only had the bike, I think, for like a year or something like that, and I was like, I gotta bail. I've never ridden on track. I don't want to do track riding because it's just like riding in circles. Don't want to do that. So I was like, screw it. I gotta sell it, and I gotta buy something that does not get me killed. So I built a custom bobber. Yeah, I bought a Kawasaki Vulcan 800, and I fully pimped it out myself, and I turned it into a bobber as well. I'll show you right here. Yes, that is the bobber that Smokey built himself with his own 2 bare hands. Yes, that's what I built. Now, after that, of course, that thing was a little bit too slow. And then what bike did I get after that? I can't really remember. I think I got a Super Duke R again. And then I sold it and bought a Super Duke R again, and a Super Duke R and a Ducati Hyper. I had like a lot of motorcycles. But every single time I was like, these race bikes. But 25 years ago, no, 15 years ago, when I was 25, I'm turning 40 this year, we were doing like, we had 10 of our friends, 10 good friends. We all had Yamaha R1s, BMW S1000RR, one friend had that. And we all had like very fast race bikes. And at one point, it was Sunday, and we were just like, hey, want to go to the harbor again? Oh yeah, let's just go to the harbor. God dang it. Yep, that's not good. Those are speeds. Thank God my editor is blurring them out. You're blurring them out, right? Alright. Because this is too much. I mean, the sound this thing. Yeah, I hate you so much. You have no idea how much I hate you. You are so easy to ride. You are so easy to shift. You are just, I mean, you are so good looking. Now, a lot of people have been saying, but Smokey, the fenders in front is like, it's so ugly. You have like the carbon wings in front, it's so ugly. Guys, this is a race bike. This is a race bike for the road. This is like a tough bike. This has nothing to do with just looking good. This is downright performance, ladies and gentlemen, because this bike produces about 6 kilograms of downforce when you're just riding like 100-ish kilometers an hour. But when you're doing 250 on the racetrack, the wings in front produce 23 kilograms of downforce. Not really sure if you guys know that, but You can do like 90 here, dude. This is a 90 road. This is also something why I hate this motorcycle. This is a 90 road. Person in front of me is doing like 80-ish, 80-ish 5, 80-ish 6. And you can go all ways. You can go to the right and go to the left and just floor it, because that's what this bike wants. That's what this bike wants to do. Lie down, floor it, and go really hard. And it's not the time anymore. It's like times have changed. Like I said, when we were doing 300 kilometers an hour in the harbor, next to each other, long roads on a Sunday, it was all fine. A couple people died in the harbor, thank God, none of my friends, and also not me, else I wouldn't be talking here. But times have changed so much, and where I live, it's just not done anymore. It's just, you don't really see a lot of race bikes, and that's also where the dual sport came in a couple years ago. And aesthetically looking, it doesn't really grow my testosterone, and sometimes there's like adventure bikes that I just don't want to step on because they just don't look good. When you take a naked bike or a race bike, you gotta admit what it is. Sometimes they just look ridiculously good, like ridiculously good. And that's not really what you can say about like my Super Adventure R. If you have like a Kawasaki Z900, a little bit pimped out, a BMW S1000RR, M1000RR, a Ducati Panigale V4R, when you have these a little bit pimped out, they're like, oh shit, that looks so good. But if you're more of an experienced rider and you had a couple of motorcycles in your past, in your life, you'll probably notice like it's more about the ride quality and what you do with it as how it looks. There is no bike that does perfectly what you want it to do and also looks good, except of course the race bikes and the naked bikes. I mean, but it's more of, I want to do like adventurous touring stuff, go a little bit off-road, and I want a bike that looks ridiculously good doing that. Yeah, what are my options? There wasn't many options. There's a couple of options. I mean, like, you can get like a BMW Trophy GS 1300. Those are some good looking bikes, but if you put this next to it and you ask 50 people what bike would you like to have in your living room, just standing there as a decoration, I don't think anybody's going to say like the BMW GS. Everybody's going to say like, oh yeah, the M1000RR, just the carbon fiber alone. It's like, of course. So that's what I mean. It's like, I hate it because it's so much fun. It's so addictive. It's just so good. But like I said, we have to take it to a place back to where it belongs. Yeah. Alright, BMW M1000RR with the competition package, 0 to 200 kilometers an hour. Oh, that thing keeps on going. Nice. Nice. I understand if you have to go on your phone, but they will take your license in my country these days. And she's just holding her phone to the side. Look at that. If you don't want to get caught, just don't hold your phone to the side, lady. God dang it. You just stop her at the lights. You hold the start button for a couple seconds. Launch control jumps on. You put your ass a little back, your chest a little bit to the front. Full throttle, and you can just... I'm not really sure if you can... God dang it! Ah! I do have to say that launch control, I have to get used to that. It feels like I can just let the clutch pop, but at 8,000 RPMs launch controls, a 40,000 euro motorcycle, just letting the clutch go. If you're used to this, it's probably fine, but if you're not used to it like I am, it is ridiculously scary. I'm not gonna lie, it is scary. I'm getting used to it though. Another problem, of course, about this motorcycle, I'm getting used to it. And that is not good. That is not good on public roads, not at all. Now, numbers so much that I absolutely hate about this bike. When you just start riding a heavy bike like this, at first your wrists will be in pain, your back might be in pain if you're not as young as I am anymore. And you might feel like everything is like, it's like stuck. It's like, you know, your arms are stuck, your hands are like feeling weird, your wrists are, your seat is like, what's going on? It doesn't really feel that good. Well, that's because you're just, oh shit, that's a speed camera. That's just because you're riding it too slow. Yeah, so when you actually get used to it and you start riding a faster pace, like lose your license every 10 meters pace, well, the bike just becomes more comfortable. And the cool part about this bike, I absolutely hate about it as well, you can just take it on for a ride and the road, like I'm doing right now, take it to the track, do a couple of track sessions, absolutely ride the shit out of it, and just take it back home after that. You can do that on a motorcycle like this. That is just nuts. That is just nuts. Now I don't really want to do it on my Super Tracer R, but I mean, or on a BMW 1300 GS, but I mean, this bike can do that. Launch control starts at every traffic lights. Hold the start button. You have another launch control start. Every traffic light you can do launch control. Probably not what the bike is made for, but I mean, you can. Full throttle when the light turns green. God dang it! Ah! Oh, I hate it! Oh, I hate this thing so much! Why do I hate this bike so much? Oh, oh God dang it! God dang it! Ah. Going on the highway like what? Oh. Oh. Oh, and again, you have to do it again. Oh. God dang it. And then you have this. Then you have this. You're like, let's go! And now they're struggling because that car is going way too far. Probably has to go on the brakes before it can enter the highway. As you can tell right there, running out of road to get on it. Yeah, and now I'm here, stuck in third gear. Have to get behind other cars as well, and you know. Oh, God dang it. Oh. People just sticking to the left. There is no point in her sticking to the left. You see that? She can actually go to the right, but she's like, you know, I'm just gonna stick to the left because, you know, why not? Oh, now she's going like, oh yeah, there's a fast bike behind me. She's like, maybe I should go to the right. Like, yeah. And reason number so much why I hate these bikes. If you're on the highway, just sitting up a little bit on a straight position, letting your wrists relax for a bit, you catch more wind as Suzuki V-Strom without the windscreen. I mean, the amount of wind that I'm catching right now, just doing 125, it's just, I'm straight into wind. This is like, this bike is made to put my helmet right here, not on top of this place. So it's not, it is tested in the wind tunnel of course, but just sitting up straight, you can all tell by the wind, it is made to do this. You can tell, right? Probably a lot less wind like that. And that's what I mean. You can't just ride this on the highway, you have to be like full Marc Marquez mode, just flat on the bike, chest to the thing, helmet behind the screen, and just boom, go flat. Might even catch less wind than 300, I'm not really sure, but it does build a lot of downforce on the front wheel though. Anyway, let's continue. And just like that, it's time to say goodbye, guys. I'm taking you back to where you belong, and that's not the store. That's the racetrack, boys. Have a fantastic day. Racetrack of Circuit Solar. I'm taking you back, buddy. Now, of course, today, the video is not done, don't you worry. Today is a Motorsportschool Zolder. From our friend Hans van der Ven. He's the organizer from Petrolhead Days as well. And they're riding on track. So I'm coming here with like the most beautiful, the bikes of all the bikes to put on a racetrack. And I'm taking it to the race school today. So there will be some racing guys on track as well. But yeah, this will be the look of the town. This will be the look of the town, this bike. Anyway, let's check it out. There's gonna be a lot of people here. A lot of people racing. Turns out there is not really anybody racing at the moment. So they might be starting a new session soon. Anyway, let's check it out. What we got and how many BMWs and Ducatis are racing today. Oh shit, it is full house here. Full house. Oh crap. This is like really crazy. Oh, we got already a buddy over here. Look at that. Yeah, keep looking at it, buddy. I know it's a brand spanking new M1000RR, a Honda CBR. Honda boys. Oh, we already got one. A new BMW Motor School suit as well. Got some. Sometimes I can't even really see. Of course, that's a Kawasaki. I can tell by the green. Who else is here? Who else is here? Race bikes, racing people, more racing people. And Uncle Smokey has the race bike of all race bikes. Well, it's not a Ducati, but look at that. We got like a lot of BMWs as well. More BMWs here. Yeah, this place is packed with BMWs. Pretty crazy, right? Another BMW. Everybody's racing S1000RRs. That dude is racing a GSXR. Yamahas. Hey, it can't all be BMWs. You know, sometimes you just have to. But I do think if you get a BMW like this, it's like a pretty good, a best buy for a buck, maybe. I don't know. Here comes the boys. Look at that. Here they go. So we have different stages of riding, of course. You got the beginners, you got the crazy ones, you got the ultra crazy ones, you got the pros. Don't think these guys are like riding very slow. There's also some classics here, so probably not going to be that crazy. Also gotta make sure I don't accidentally end up on the racetrack though. You know me, Uncle Smokey, I'm not really good with... God dang, I know, he's like, go faster, dude. I know I want to go faster, but if I can't, I can't. Alright, these guys going on track any second here. I'm just gonna summon myself in oh shit, oh, somebody crashed. And this is when you crash. Oh, he crashed a small Super Duke, a small Duke. Oh, what a bummer that is, buddy. Just gonna park my bike somewhere here. Nobody's gonna notice. All right, let's have a little watch here, right? Just had a talk with my buddy Hans van der Ven. He owns this place. He doesn't own the track, but he's like, look at that. We don't have a lot of knee downs just yet. Oh, that guy's going knee down. Yeah, look at that. Bring it back. Bring it back to where this bike belongs. So yeah, my buddy Hans van der Ven, let's check out the paddocks and let's see what bikes we got over there. So we got this is of course Hans van der Ven. He is of course the owner. Just gonna give Hans a little fist bump. This is the owner of a little fist bump for Hans, because this is the big boss of Motorsport School Zolder, and this guy is the Ducati man. This is the Ducati man. We cannot have Ducati guys. Multi-throttle RS guy. Now the guys from the Cup and Super Cup. So we got the free riding group in the morning right here. We have the trainings, and at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock there's like racing times. Racing the Cup and Super Cup series. So the guys that are doing the Cup series and the Super Cup, they're training right now. So we're gonna see how they take corners. It's gonna be a little bit more. It's gonna be a little bit more fast as the guys that just passed. They were just trainings, and now the fast boys are going to the track. Let's check it out. This is also the Witte with the number 34. Not that guy, the dude standing in front of me. That's the Witte. Also very awesome guy. All good, man.
Not spicy.
That's the Witte. Also awesome guy. So let's see how these guys are taking corners. If they are a little bit faster as the other ones. Yeah, they're a little faster. They're also just warming up. This is the first lap. So they're doing qualifications right now for the start. So they have like a good pole position. These guys are absolute lunatics as well. Warming up the tires, close to the wall. Everybody has such different angles here. Look at that. So yeah, not only can you get daily lessons there, you can also rent a race bike. You can have daily lessons with a private trainer all day. You can do a lot of stuff here. Motorsport School Zolder. You know, I'll put a link in the description as well. R1. Ah, a Ducati Panigale with 2 exhausts, the double Aquavit race line. Oh, and another one. Oh, no, sorry, it's a BMW. It's a BMW video, Smokey. Don't get so horny about the Panigales. Don't do that. So yeah, on track days of Zolder, you can also rent your own pit box. like these ones. I'm not really sure about the price, but it's not that expensive as you might think. I think it's like 150 euros each day or something. So look, you can put your suits up there. You can have like your own pit box. That's kind of cool, right? Nice. You can have some computers. Bring your lady that is updating her Instagram profile. Look at that. Full-on race bike. Yamaha. No, Smokey, it's a BMW video. You cannot record this. Anyway, we're gonna go to the straight, and then we're gonna see some fast flybys as well. Gotta record a couple of flybys as well. Oh yeah, this is the straight of Circuit of Solder. Over there on the right we have like the 100-meter line, and most of the time they brake somewhat over there, so they should be doing top speeds over here. Yep. So yeah, we got the bike posted. So yeah, all right, we got the bike in the middle of the racetrack. Smokey special, of course. Big thanks to Hans van der Ven, the organizer of motorsportschool.be or .com. I have to put a link in the description. So yeah, it's like I said, I don't hate this bike. It's like a clickbaity thumbnail. I'm really sorry I lured you guys into this, but it is probably one of my favorite motorcycles of the moment. It looks awesome. It is epic to ride, but the only problem is where I ride it. There is just no possibility. But over here on the racetrack, Tombuana, look at that. It's absolutely epic. And on that bombshell, my M1000RR, I'm gonna leave you exactly where you are, and I'm gonna get a taxi home. Anyway, see you guys next one. Make sure to subscribe, like this video. Thank you guys so much. See ya.
If you want to see the next video, it is right over there. If you want to see my favorite video, it is right over there. Subscribing is done right over here. And if you want to know all about YouTube, go to smokytube.com. See you guys next one, or click one of these.